So I just finished yesterday's vlog. I fell asleep super early last night. I was just dead. So today, got up, went to Mac Rumors, found that some of the iPhone 7 models sold out in like 26 minutes. That's nuts. And then Joe said he heard on the news somewhere that Apple's not even going to release their opening weekend sales figures because they're not able to meet supply. And that still kind of pisses me off. You know, this is the iPhone came out in like 2007, so we're almost 10 years into this, a decade, and they haven't figured out how to make enough of these so they can go more than a half hour without selling out. I mean, that's bad business. You want to sell as many of these things as you can, and you can't even make them fast enough. So I don't know what the answer is. Go to your distributors or your producers and say, hey, I need twice as many. Figure out how to make it happen. Double your shit, or figure out how to R&D it faster and give them more time to put the thing together. They probably had this design finalized 3 to 6 months ago. I don't know, but I'm sure it's very complicated. So today, I've gotten 3 yards done today. Well, before we get into the bitch fest, here's the intro. Enjoy. I did 3 yards back to back to back. What a good time that was. My back still hurts, but I'm on pain meds, so right now I can stand. All of them but mine. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, severe thunderstorms, blah, blah, blah. So there's gonna be a bunch more leaves down. Then I'll probably end up doing my yard on Sunday. But it was supposed to be really cloudy today. It's kind of half and half. But I got the 3 yards. All of them had to be trimmed, of course, and then below the clippings are in. It's just windy enough, so you have to go over it twice because they don't all get off the sidewalks and stuff. But I'm thinking I'm gonna take this out. I haven't driven it since Monday, so I'll go downtown and see if there's anything up, anything going on. I did more discussion post work today, but really the yards are what has taken the majority of the time. Other than that, you haven't missed anything. It's been pretty boring. I've been sitting on my ass doing emails and catching up on stuff. A lot of administrative work. I had to follow up with United Airlines and do a refund request. I tried calling and they're like, oh, you have to go online and fill it out. And they couldn't make that a whole lot more difficult. You've got to go back in your email, and that's the only place they have these documents. You've got to go back in your email and find exactly the 13-digit, but it's actually 14. There's a 0 in front of it, and it won't accept it if you put in 13 numbers. It has to be 14 with that 0 in front. You have to put in the document numbers that are emailed to you one time, and then write up to 2,000 characters about how and why the refund needs to happen, and then they tell you it'll be 48 hours. I haven't heard anything yet. It's been about 24. Because I did that, I guess I did do that yesterday. But anyways, yeah, administrative crap. All right, I'm gonna go for a drive. I wanna check the weather, then I'll go for a drive. Are they real? Old Porsches? I don't know, you tell me. Here's 2 more, 1962. Cool. Must be some old Porsche meet or something. It's not a Wednesday night, so it's not even the Hudson Car Show thing. This is my dick around neighborhood, out for a drive through and look at the huge houses that I can't afford. Although I did find out they're less than $1 million, which to some people, they come and visit Hudson and they can't believe that these houses are so cheap. To me, $1 million is a shit ton of money for a house. But compared to California, these would be, you know, at least probably 5 to 10. Anywhere near the coast could be 40, 50, 60 million. Here they're only 1. Megan, that guy's wearing a Sherwin-Williams shirt. I noticed that for you. Kind of like that one. They're a little bit too big and opulent for me though. Besides, I think land is really overrated, and while these are close to each other, there's still like way too much landscaping that one would have to upkeep. One of these we went through. I kind of feel like it was that one. Was it that one? Steven, do you remember? I think it was that one. We went through it with Steven back in June. I like that one too. It's got a 4-bay garage with a Ferrari California in the garage. I never noticed that. I'm gonna have to turn around and go verify that. Does this guy have a circle driveway I could turn around in? Yeah, he sure does. Should I do it? Let's do it. We're doing it. Would you guys care if somebody used your circle driveway? I don't even think you could get a Ferrari in and out of this driveway. Turn around, make a little bit of noise up the street. And this one, I'm gonna have to go down and turn around again, but I'm pretty sure I saw a Ferrari in there. Oh yeah, first gen California. Hold on, I'll flip it. Okay, ultra creep mode engaged. It's in the right garage bay. Oh, there's kind of a Nissan in the way. See it? Definitely a first gen California. That one's cool, all stone. The stone and the brick, I don't know if they complement each other all that well. This place will look better in a couple decades when all these trees get really big and they're more shaded and less exposed. Right now it's really open. And they do have a fountain or water feature out here in the front. Quite nice. I've been thinking that tire looks low for a little bit. I put a gauge on it and it's reading 20.0, so definitely low and absolutely disgustingly dirty. Look at that. Freaking OE pads. I don't know why anybody would use OE pads. At least none of the BMW ones, they bite pretty well, but the Hawks are better. They make tons of dust. They're quiet, but if you put the Hawks on right, so are they. I don't know, I just don't see a benefit. So I'm gonna go over, I don't have any way to pump air here anymore, so I'm going over to the gas station to buy air. Now the good news is, the air is free. I pumped up all the other tires to 34 pounds. The door says 48, but that sounds ridiculous, so I went with 34. All right, it's like 1 a.m. We're approaching that. Spent some time with Rosvan and Sabrina and Megan came down, we hung out. Had some Jimmy John's subs for dinner. She had Chipotle. Actually, I'm the only one who had Jimmy John's. Everybody else had Chipotle. I talked to my dad on the phone today for about an hour. I came out here and I noticed there was a water spot on my hood. Can't have that. So I got the Z6 and a towel and I cleaned that off, and then that moved into this half of the hood, and then the other half didn't match, so I did the hood. And then I did the front. I got the fenders and the bumper done, and then the mirror looked dirty, so I did the mirror. Then I came up and I did the roof too, and while I was into that I worked into the quarter panel, but then that left the doors. So I did the doors on both sides, and then it was just the trunk that wasn't done. And then the rear bumper wasn't done. Still have not done the rear bumper. But everything else I've done, I just did the glass. So it kind of turned into a cleanup. I hadn't done one since Mike was here right before we headed to San Francisco. So the rear bumper and the wheels and the dirty carpet mats inside remain, and by dirty I mean there's like 6 tiny little stones in them from the parking lot, and you walk through the parking lot and then get in the car and they get in the car. So I'll probably finish that off tomorrow. Today I woke up, my back still hurt, I didn't feel that great, I've been drinking tons of water. Seems like the cure to the back issue is to go out and tough it. I had the same issue in California. I don't think I talked about it in videos, but at Pebble Beach, just my lower back was killing me, and it hurt to stand upright, it really hurt to walk. But if I would like bend over or lay kind of curled up on the bed, it was fine. So I don't know what it is, or it was better. It wasn't fine, but it was better. So today I went out, I did a yard, felt okay, did another yard, felt okay, did a third one. I debated doing a fourth one, but at that time my hands hurt from holding the safety on the mower and left, right, turning around all the time. So I said no. Saturday, tomorrow's supposed to rain all day anyway, so it's gonna bring down more leaves and sticks and crap. So I'll just do mine probably Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday, and then we'll be caught up on that. I have one more academic thing I got to do this week in the way of a discussion post, and then I'll probably do my famous academic audit and go through all the classes and check the syllabi and see what's going on for next week and see if there's anything that is pending that I don't yet know about. iPhone, got to talk about that real quick. I ordered one. You know, I had a 4, 4S, 5, 5S, 6, 6S. I can't skip the 7. I've got to be on the cutting edge, and sometimes the cutting edge hurts and I'm going to lose my headphones. I go to bed every night with the phone plugged in and charging with headphones in. That's how I fall asleep. It's what I've done 4 or 5, 6 years now. That is not going to be possible with the iPhone 7 until I get some sort of an adapter. Belkin's talking about coming out with an adapter in October, where it will take the lightning port and split it into 2 lightning ports. And then from that adapter I would need to go to another adapter that will come with the iPhone that'll change a lightning port into a 3.5mm analog headphone jack. So it will be 2 adapters to listen to headphones until I buy, eventually someday Bose will come out with the headphones I like in lightning. So But then that won't work with the Mac. It's going to be a couple painful years, months of incompatibility between devices. And I use headphones on my phone all the time. If I'm outside mowing the grass, I've got headphones in. If I'm at the pool by myself, I've got headphones in. If I'm on an airplane, I've got headphones in. I listen to a lot of music, podcasts, YouTube through the phone occasionally, stuff like that. So it's going to suck, but I do like to have the latest and greatest. And as Joe pointed out, it feels exclusive for about 10 minutes until everybody else gets theirs. But I was dead last night, so I went to bed at like 12 something, set an alarm for 2:55, woke up and in a fugue state ordered an iPhone 7 from AT&T, looked at the apple.com wasn't working. So then I looked at the confirmation that said it was going to ship October 22nd. Screw that. So I went to Apple's site, kept refreshing. About 3:20 in the morning, it started working. Bought one through apple.com, and it's supposed to deliver the 16th, launch day of September. So that's good news. Have not yet figured out how to cancel that AT&T one. I keep plugging in my account and phone number information. It said there's no orders, and it can take up to 24 hours to show that. So I'll probably check tonight before I go to bed, if not tomorrow. Maybe even Monday. I don't know if they do stuff on weekends. But I do need to cancel that one. But I should have one. Sell the 6S on either Gazelle. I can get $298 for it in perfect condition, unlocked. Or maybe I'll go to that swap-something.com, swap a phone. I don't know, Bobby sent me a link to it. So I'll do one of those. And we're going to make the jump to the 7, even though it's going to be a little painful in the beginning. I am excited for the new processor and the haptic feedback home button and stuff like that. I went with the jet black one. I may regret that. Apple has already released a statement saying that there can be micro abrasions, which is pretty much them saying it's a scratch magnet, put it in the case. I always run my phone with a case anyways, so it probably really doesn't even matter that I got the jet black, but it's kind of a new finish and it looks exciting. I want to see it. So that's my thought process and methodology on that, although it may be flawed. But I'm going to go in and get through tonight's mail, which isn't much. I already did most of it, and then get to bed. Tomorrow's going to rain all day. Might hang out with Razvan and Sabrina, see if we can get ourselves into some trouble. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.